Hi, I'm Mark from Central Boiler, and today we're going to fire up a Classic Edge HDX. Now, there's two methods to fire it up. The lump charcoal, which works very well for a first-time user. It's quick, it's efficient, and very effective. What it is basically burned down wood. This is what you end up with after burning your furnace anyway, so let's just start with that. Also, the method we've used, the second method here, would be the dry kindling, which is equally as effective, but not quite as quick, not quite as easy. We're going to show you both methods. Whichever you use, if you follow these steps, you shouldn't have to light another fire all season long. Now, we've taken the Classic Edge HDX and we filled it with water. We put the correct amount of corrosion inhibitor inside, and we've also connected the FireStar controller to the internet so we can watch the furnace and observe it as we heat up the water. Let's get to it. Keep the bypass door closed for this procedure. Disconnect the heat draw by turning off the pump or pumps. Open the firebox door and add 10 pounds of lump charcoal to cover the charge tube. Turn the controller on by pressing the power button. Then, press the ignition air button to turn on the primary combustion air for the initial fire-up process when the firebox door is open. Ignite the lump charcoal, making sure that the charcoal on both sides of the charge tube is burning. Add small pieces of dry wood to a level just above the primary air tubes on the sides of the firebox. Close and latch the firebox door. So that's all there is as far as a fire-up is concerned. Looking at the FireStar combustion controller, you can see our water temp is at 74 degrees, so we're climbing. We're going to try to hit 175, and our reaction chamber burn percentage is at 63%. So there's a pretty effective fire going on right there in the firebox. We're shooting for 100%, and we'll be there shortly. Now, take a look at the top of the chimney where the smoke or lack of smoke is coming out, and you can see how well this furnace performs. Day 2, we're going to use the other method of lighting up the furnace, which is just plain kindling. Now, we've cleaned the furnace out, let the water temperature drop, so we're basically starting over. What you're going to need is some kindling, some larger wood, and some even larger wood. The bypass is closed, the controller's off. Now we're going to load in some kindling. We'll turn the power on. Once the controller fires up, we'll hit the ignition air button. We're going to light the furnace at the bottom of the wood, each side of the charge tube. So close the door and wait for a good roaring fire on the kindling. If you look at the chimney, there's hardly any smoke coming out of it. Okay, an update, just over 5 minutes. We're at 76 degrees on the water temperature, and we're at 24% on the burn percentage. Okay, we're coming up on 10 minutes. Water temp is 78, and our burn percentage is 38. And look at the chimney, pretty much smoke-free. Now we'll put in the rest of the wood. We just finished putting the rest of the wood in the furnace, and the reaction chamber optimal burn percentage is at 60%. Look at that chimney. There's no smoke coming out. Now we just have to wait till the water temp gets to 175 degrees. The water temp is at 118 and the reaction chamber is 100%. Let's take a look at the fire in the reaction chamber and see how well it's burning. A real nice fireball in there. So that's all there is to do until the water temperature gets to around 175 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's take a break and we'll check back when the water temp gets to 175 degrees. Okay, now our water temperature has reached 175 degrees. So what you want to do is plug in the pumps, let them circulate for 2 hours, and then you can take a water sample and make sure that the proper amount of Moly Armor 350 has been added. So whether it's a new furnace or the first fire up at the beginning of the season, that's how easy it is. Any further questions should be answered in the owner's manual. Thanks for watching.